Hello guys, welcome back to AG Tech channel. In this video, I'll start OS. In this playlist, I'll cover OS related videos, so which is useful for our semester as well as for interviews also. So this is the first video in OS. So if you like this video, please consider subscribing to my channel. Okay, let's start into the video. In this video, I'll discuss what is operating system, how it works, what are the core components, how the launching of OS will be done, and what is batch operating system. That's it. These things I'll discuss in this video. Proceeding further, we'll discuss more about OS. Okay. First thing, what is operating system? Means we listen like we have Windows operating system, we have Linux operating system, we have MacBook. There are different operating system, but what should we understand is what exactly operating system is. Is it a software or a hardware, and what is operating systems? First thing is, operating system is just a piece of software like which manages hardware and software resources in our computer system. Like in our computer there is some hardware part like memory and disks and everything. We have some hardware part, and we also have some software part, like we have some programs and we have some video softwares, like we have some editing apps, we have everything. Like to manage all these things we need one thing, that is OS, what we call as operating system, which manages all hardware and softwares in our computer system. That is operating system is, which act as an intermediary between the user and the computer hardware, enabling you to run applications, manage files, and perform other computing tasks seamlessly. Listen, when there is no OS, we should directly talk with the hardware. We don't know how to talk with hardware because we can't understand, we don't know the language of the hardware. So without the OS, we cannot interact with the hardware. So that it is very difficult for us without OS to interact with the hardware, and we should get our task done directly by interacting with hardware. It is not possible for us. Only with the operating system only we are also getting like this user interface, like graphical user interface. Only when our computer have the OS system, then only we will get the graphical user interface. What exactly graphical user interface means? Graphical user interface means it's just like when you open the Windows application, you will find some app icons, and we have some search bars, and we have something like you should perform this, you need to click this. It's just one icon or one click farther for any application to open or to any perform any work. That is meant by graphical user interface. That is also possible only with OS. Understood? I think what is operating system, how it is, I think that part is clear. To make it so more real, and I'll start some example, like we have some like restaurant or educational institute. What is, how it related to operating system? In restaurant we have some different parts. We have some people to collect our order, and some people to bring our order to our table, and some people in the kitchen to prepare our order, and some people in the billing corner to give the bill, right? And everything is managed, means there is a manager, or there are manager who manages everything to make sure everything is done correctly. That is OS in this. Okay, or if you want simply, you are a user, and the kitchen, the people who are working in the kitchen, the one who is like waiter, who is the intermediate between you and the people who are working in the kitchen. When you give the order, they'll send the order to the kitchen people, and the kitchen people will prepare the order for you, like chefs. That is, the OS is the bridge between user and the hardware, like user and the hardware, I mean, which manages and which enables us to interact simply without without we performing hardware reactions, like hardware things, nothing, but it act as a bridge and make our life simple. That's it. Is we can take it as educational institute also as something like where the managing director is the head, but we cannot interact directly with them, so we have HODs as an intermediary to talk with. So students go through the HOD, go to HOD, and HOD will inform all our concerns to that head of the college or something like. There is some bridge between those two people, like we have CR to the in the class, that CR informs all our student queries to the class teacher, like that. We have many examples which is similar to the OS. I think that OS part is so clear, and with the examples also. And second thing we will go is what are the components of operating system. We have operating system, that's okay, and how, what are the components, what will be done by the operating system. First thing is, when the operating system is loaded into the memory, it has several features. What are the features? Like we have some of our own talents, like OS also have some features. What are those? One thing is process management. What is process management like? What exactly mean? What OS does is, when you create or when you have one process or when you schedule a process, when you run a program in your computer, it creates and schedules and terminate the process. It makes sure when to create that process, when to schedule, when it due to the CPU or any other programs need to be done before that, or when it should be terminated, or everything. Whenever we submit one process to the OS, it will make sure that scheduling is perfect. Like a manager, we have assistant like PA to the manager, like that. The process management do everything for that. That's it for the process management. It makes sure that scheduling, like when which process needs to be done first, priority, based on the priority, based on the importance, or based on the CPU scheduling time, or it schedules based on the feasibility, or first job first, and everything is managed by the process management. I think second one is memory management. What is memory management? Like when we are doing some programs or when we are installing many applications, we have like we use plenty of memory unnecessarily. So memory management will make sure that it will delete the unnecessary space and make sure only the useful files are stored in the minimal space. Like they just don't occupy 100 GB or 10 GB or 15 GB in our memory. It makes sure how much memory is needed, when needs to be deleted, and what to be done in the memory. That is make sure by the memory management. And file system management is another most important thing done by the operating system. What is file system management is like, in our laptop or phones we have some photos section, right? In that there are many sections like camera, WhatsApp images, Instagram images, like favorites, like it segregates everything into folders and files, which is very easy for our access and management. If you don't have that file access management or file system management, we'll have some documents some other where, we'll have some photos, we'll have some screenshots other where, and everywhere there is a clumsiness in our system or our phone. So that file system management is more important also. And device management. What is device management? Like it is managing the devices, coordinating hardware components. Like we have some, when we see that in uh, like Xerox shops also, we have printers, Xerox machines, all are interacted with the laptop only. How? That is done by the device management. Their printers, disks, USB cables are attached to the PC, or how they connected is make sure that that is done by the device management. Okay. Next, security and access control. We'll know that when we are installing any software, we'll get any warning messages like this is harmful to your PC. Are you willing to accept? Like this will make changes to our PCs. Are you okay with this? Like that. We'll get all these security checks. This will be managed by the security and access control. I think these are the core features of the operating system. I'll think you are clear with this. And another thing is how the operating system is launched in our computer system, what is booting, and how the operating system comes to the main memory, will it store in the hard disk. I'll say this now. What is launching of OS system like? When you previously or when you don't on your computer, before that operating system is in our memory, like storage, hard disk. Whenever you click on the button, like you want to start the when you want to start your computer or PC, when you click on that button, the booting happens. What is definitely booting means? The process which is OS coming from the storage to the main memory. That process that is loading, that is coming from hard disk to the main memory, that process is called booting. In that we'll get hard disk operating system. From this there are some functionalities. Before there are some steps, like it will make sure that all the components in the basic input and output systems will are working correctly or not. Will I mean it will load, is there any sufficient space in the operating system or anything, any errors are there, any bugs are present in our memory, or everything, that makes sure that there are some security checks before booting. And after that everything is done, the hard operating system is loaded into the main memory. Then when the booting is completed, our PC starts the graphical user interface, and we can use our PC as our PC or software we can use as usual. That's it. I hope this is clear, what is OS and what everything. That's it for the video. We'll discuss other things in the next video. Please make sure you comment how is the video, or anything should I change, or what is my teaching skills. Make sure you comment and subscribe. Thank you.